Hey, happy Monday. This has been a ridiculous day. It's getting dark. I don't need my sunglasses right now. Normally I have my sunglasses on and it hides the fact that I'm not wearing any eye makeup and I feel naked and exposed at the moment. I didn't put on a lick of makeup today. You know, I had to leave the house 3 different times today before noon. I did. I had to go put gas. Well, my older son, right when he was leaving the house this morning, said he needed a pen, an extra pen to take to school. And he needed a good pen. And I'm a pen snob, and I like my certain kind of pens. But I only had one left, and he said, can I please have it? Well, then it left me with no extra good pens, and I need them for work. And I thought, if my pen dies, I'm not going to have anything but nasty old, ballpoints, and I don't like those. Darn it. So anyway, I thought, well, I got to go put gas in my car, and then I'll just stop somewhere and get some pens after that. So I went out and did that, got home, and then I needed to call my son's orthodontist to reschedule his appointment because he has an appointment for a day this week when his class is going on a field trip somewhere. And I didn't want him to miss the field trip for the appointment, so I had to reschedule it. Well, I kept calling and calling, and I kept getting the same recording. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Well, nobody, then it just kept saying that over and over, and then it would just disconnect. And I tried several times for a half hour, like, I have got to cancel this appointment. You have to do it like within 48 hours or something, or they charge you $50 or something. Like, I got to get them on the phone. Well, I never got them on the phone. So I ended up having to literally drive to the damn orthodontist office, which is not, there's no good way to get there from my house. It's zigzaggy all over, and it takes damn near a half hour to get there. I was so mad. What the hell? So I had to go up there, and then I had to stand behind this lady who was up at the counter where the receptionist person is, just having this long chat like they hadn't seen one another in a long time, and I'm back there like, y'all want to wrap it up, please? So finally, the lady moved along. Like, I had to come here because your phone's not working. And she looked down at the phone. She said, that's weird. Now that you say that, we haven't gotten any calls or messages all morning, and that's kind of weird for a Monday. I said, yeah, probably because nobody can get through, because I couldn't. My phone is working fine, but when I try to call you, I can't get through. So anyway, I was able to reschedule it, but I had to go all the way out there to do it. I get back home, and on my way home, I sold something on eBay. Like, crap, now I have to go package that up and take it to the post office. So you can print your postage right from your computer, but I don't like to leave it in my mailbox because there are a lot of mailbox thieves around here. They don't take your mailbox. They'll take the contents. They'll go through and look for mailboxes with the flag up, and they'll just take whatever's in it. And so I couldn't put it, so I would just drive it to the post office and drop it off, So I thought, well, shit, I got to package the thing up. I got to get it to the post office. So I had to go do that, and then I actually had to go drop something off the dry cleaner, so I just went ahead and did that while I was out and about. Dadgummit. All of that before lunchtime. And I still had work to do. Like, at some point I would like to get my work done, like my actual day job, my paralegaling that I do sometimes. I would like to be able to do that today at some point. That'd be really cool. It makes me happy. It makes me glad some days that the attorney I work for is in Seattle, so he's 3 hours behind me. So, but he gets up bright and early, but he, if I don't have stuff ready for him right away, it's not a big deal. He's not going to jump down my throat or anything. He's actually very laid back and super easy to work for. And we've been working together off and on forever. My God, let's see. We first started working together in 2003. So almost 20 years. Oh my God, it's been almost 20 years off and on that we've been working together. That's crazy. So anyway, we work well together. I mean, it's like, we've been doing this kind of stuff for so long. Like, I know how he likes to do stuff, and, it's actually really great. So it's really cool. I don't think he's ever going to retire. He's 70. I think he's 70. But he doesn't have any plans to retire. He loves what he does. He just basically works part-time. He doesn't need the money. He's actually very well off. He's done really well in the stock market, and he's fine. He and his wife they're set. They don't need the money, but he just likes to do it. He likes the work. So he's going to either retire or pass away one of these days. I don't know what I'm going to do after that. So where am I going now? Well, okay, so I went to an exercise class. Then I had to go pick up dinner for my kids. I had to take it home, and I was starving because I haven't had anything to eat. So I grabbed a bite of my older son's burger, and I got one of my kids' chicken nuggets and ran back out the door because I have to go buy paint. I need to get a little can of white exterior paint because tomorrow I'm getting my shutters replaced. I'm excited. Hopefully there will not be a problem. I'm hoping nothing goes wrong. Okay, so I finally found somebody to do it. Well, I thought I had found somebody to do it like 2 months ago. I'm not high on anything other than life. I'm not doped up on caffeine or amphetamines or anything. I am just super keyed up because I have been going nonstop since like 6 o'clock this morning. So the first guy I found to do it came out, gave me an estimate. Sounds great, let's do it. And then he just ghosted me. He just vanished. I could not get a hold of him after that. And then one time he texted me back and said, oh, I've been in the hospital. I had appendicitis. All these people seem to have every soap opera ailment whenever it comes to time to do any work. He is the second one to say he had appendicitis. Like, wow, there's a lot of that going around. Appendicitis. One of them had heart flutters or something. I don't know. I'm just expecting one of them to say they got caught in quicksand and their long-lost twin came and saved them, and now they're embroiled in a love triangle with Buffy down the street or some shit. Like, do you want to do the work or not? I mean, why did you bother giving me an estimate if you don't want to do it? I don't understand. I feel like Pretty Woman. Like, I got the money right here. Look, I got money. I can pay you. I can pay you. No? You'll come out here, give me an estimate, and then where'd you go? Where'd you go? I said yes. That sounds good. Where'd you go? And then every catastrophe known to man hits them. Their house burns down. They wrecked their car. Their grandma died. They broke their leg jumping off a picnic table. There was a freak accident with a can opener. I mean, it's like everything that can possibly happen to them happens after they give me an estimate. So I said, well, I understand he has appendicitis, or so he said. I said, well, I'll be in touch later. I hope you get better. And I gave him like a month, and then I texted him again, and he said, oh, I lost your number. I'm so glad you texted me back. And I said, so do you still want to do my shutters? And I never heard another word out of him. Never heard another word out of him. That was it. So anyway. But anyway, I found this guy, right? And he has his own business, like doing handyman kind of stuff. And so he said, yeah, absolutely. So he came out Sunday and measured everything and looked at everything, gave me an estimate. I said, sounds great, let's do it. I knew there'd be a problem getting the shutters, though. I just had a feeling there would be a problem. And he called me earlier this evening and said, yeah, there's none of the stores around here have the size shutters that you need, because I need 2 different sizes. He said, yeah, nobody has your shutters, but the Lowe's in Burlington has your shutters. We can order them online, but I don't know how long it'll be before they come. Or I can go to Burlington and get them, but I will have to charge you a little extra. Come on, dude. Bless your ambulatory heart. Take your time. It's okay. I could charge you a little extra and go to Burlington to pick them up. I said, you know what? That sounds good to me. If you don't mind doing it, I'd go get them myself, but I don't have time because he wants to start on it like first thing in the morning. I said, yeah, absolutely. And he asked me if I had any paint because he's going to sand down and paint the trim over 2 of my front windows. And I thought I had some paint, but I looked and it's old and gross, and so I told him I would pick up a thing of exterior white paint. So that's why I'm now at Lowe's and I'm going to get paint. But So that way he can like do all of it tomorrow, which would be awesome. I really hope. I did advise him. I mean, I'm like, I'm not teaching grandma how to suck eggs here, but you know, you looked online and it said online they had the shutters. I recommend calling them and confirming they have them before driving out there. He said, "Oh, I know." I said, I'm just saying, because I've run into that myself. So I'm at Lowe's. I'm gonna go in there and get some white, just like a little thing of white exterior paint. Now, he didn't say I need primer or anything else. I'm assuming, I shouldn't assume, but I'm assuming I don't. He didn't. All he asked me was, "Do you have white paint?" And I thought I did, but it was old and yucky. So I'm gonna get a fresh can. And you never go to Lowe's just once. Have you ever noticed that? If you ever go to Lowe's or Home Depot or any kind of home improvement store, you never go there just once. No, you're gonna go at least 2 or 3 times for whatever your project is. You're gonna go. And this happens to everybody. It's not just you, it's not just me. It's like a universal thing. You will either get the wrong thing, or you won't get enough of the right thing, or you will realize in the middle of the project you also need another thing. So you have to go back. And what I was thinking about this on the way back from picking up food. I thought, you know what I want? I want AI that can predict ahead of time, like, okay, Mary, tell me what your project is. Okay. Now, you tell me what you're planning on buying for this project. Okay, well, I'm planning on buying A and B because I saw this video on YouTube. Stop right there. You do not need A and B. You do not. I don't care what the video said. I don't care what you learned on Google. You don't need A and B. You need C and D, and you might need E. Go ahead and pick it up. Somebody talking. I thought it was somebody talking to me. So it will go ahead and tell me, okay, you're going to buy the wrong thing. Don't get that. Get these things. And you're also going to need this. And I don't need that. Yes, you're going to need it. Trust me. You're going to get in the middle of it, and you're also going to need this thing over here. Go ahead. Yes, you will. Go ahead and get it. Get C, D, and E, and get F and G over here. Get these things, because before you're done with the project, you're going to need them, and you're going to have to come back. And if you buy the wrong thing, you will lose the receipt inevitably. You will throw it away or just lose it. And then all you'll get is a store credit, which will piss you off because you will end up losing the little card that they put it on, or you'll blow it on something stupid that you don't need. Like you'll buy a Paisley ratchet set or something. Like, why? Don't be ridiculous. So that's the kind of AI I want. I mean, if they're going to stalk me anyway and figure out what I'm shopping for, at least be useful. You know, if you're going to track all of my movements and everything I'm saying, at least I should get something out of it. You know, tell me what I need from this damn store so I won't have to come back here. Because I promise you, whatever I buy in there, it will either be the wrong thing, or I will not have enough of it, or I will need something to go with it. And it doesn't matter what I buy. I could go in there and buy a candy bar and get home and realize it was the wrong damn candy bar, and I would have to come back and return it. Jesus, sun's coming up over there. Turn your lights off, asshole. See a gnat's ass with those lights. I hate those LED lights. My God, they're bright. I'm going to turn mine on in a minute. There, have some brights, you bitch. Oops, somebody's pulling in. I'm not trying to blind you. Sorry. Now this guy's blinding me. So yes, I could go in there. It wouldn't matter. I could go in there and buy a 20-ounce Pepsi, and I'd get it home and it'd be flat. Because that's my damn luck. Okay, I'm going to shut up now because I'm starving, and I haven't had like a proper dinner yet, and it's already like almost 8 o'clock. I hope you have had a good Monday. Tomorrow, I will be hanging out at the house while this guy puts up my new shutters, and I think they're going to look awesome, because my old ones are very warped and faded and kind of sad looking, and I cannot wait to get brand new shutters. It's going to look so good. They're ornamental decorative shutters. They're not like functional shutters. Those are very expensive and not necessary, because I'm not planning on, you know, being attacked by a horde of people with pitchforks, and, you know, I have to shut the it'd be really cool though, like if I had functional shutters, and like in my dormers I can install some cannons up there, like put some gargoyles on the house. That'd be cool as hell. I always wanted to get like one of those big dragon statues and put it in my front yard, or like a T-Rex statue. That'd be neat. That has nothing to do with this. Although I want to tell you this one thing I saw earlier today. It was really neat. You kind of had to be there, but it was cool. I was out running my errands, and I was going down this road, and on this side of me over here, there was a steep bank with like scrubby stuff growing on it. And I'm driving along, and I was far back enough to see this whole thing happen. I'm driving along, and this hawk comes just flying down low. And it was like, and I knew as soon as I saw him, like, he's going after something specific. He flew down, and he just slammed into the bank, just like, bam! Slammed, like did a chest bump on the bank, just bam! His feathers doing like this, and he kind of went back like that. And he got turned around, and he took off, and he had a big old rat, like in his tendons, right in his, what the hell, his feet. I'm tired. Just like right there. It was crazy. He had stunned it by slamming into it. Talons. Thank you. That's the universe, collective universe was like, damn it, Mary. It's talons. Got it. Like, wow. It was a freaking rat. It was big. God, that was cool. You know, people want to think nature is so wonderful and compassionate. Nature is brutal. Nature has no mercy. Nature is rough. That was something, man. That hawk was getting his breakfast. Damn, that was cool. I've never seen that before. I mean, I see hawks flying over all the time. We have lots of different types of hawks and falcons here. That's the first time I've ever seen that. That was really cool. Okay, now I'm going to go get my paint, and I'm going to hang on to my receipt because it will either be the wrong paint, or I will need more of it, or I will need something to go with it. But every time I throw away a receipt from Lowe's, I end up regretting it. Like the mulch I bought way too much. I ended up with a whole bunch of it left over, but you know what? I threw the receipt away. I did. I threw the receipt away. Fortunately, well, I thought I can bring it back up here and get a credit, but I mean, I talked to Glenda the Good Witch, and I said, could you use this mulch? And he said, absolutely. He said, I have the perfect place for that if you don't want it. I told him, if you want it, just come get it, because I don't feel like loading it back up in the car. I said, if you want it, you come get it. So I said, just whenever you feel like it, just stop by and get it. So he can have it. I don't feel like toting it back up here. So I hope you have had a great Monday. My day has been good. I've actually had a really good day. I need to get home and do a top coat. I redid my nails earlier. I did have time to do that. I need to do a top coat, and then I think we're going to do a Birchbox video tonight. That's my plan at this point, unless something changes. So I hope, again, you had a good day. I hope tomorrow is great for you, and I will see you again soon.